What are the must-have items that you've got to keep in your camper van every time you go away? Now I've put a list together and I'm going to share them with you. So without further ado, let's go to the van and I'll start this list off. Come along. Now, whether you're living in your camper van full time or just go away at weekends and holidays like we do, I think the list that I've put together will help you out. I mean, these items are in the van all the time, regardless of when we're going away. Now, I'll say that it's not sponsored by any of these items. We've bought them all on our own. So don't be getting any funny ideas that I'm getting paid for this video, because I ain't. We'll go with one section that's safety. I've split it all into a couple of sections. First one being safety. Can't put any more emphasis on safety than this. Now, I've sort of grouped them together. So first we've got smoke alarm, and we've got carbon monoxide alarm. Now both of these are fire angel. This one just lives up here most of the time, well, in fact all the time. That lives up there. I will put links in the description to all these products. The carbon monoxide also has a temperature gauge on it, so it tells you what temperature it is all the time, as well as the carbon monoxide CO readings. They are essential. You cannot have a camper van without having them in. Can't stress that enough. Next one is fire extinguisher. Now this one is I think it's a 7-in-1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7-in-1. So it'll even do electrical fires. Now we've got 2 of these. We've got one in the living area, which is just mounted on the wall over there, and we've got another one mounted right round the back, round there near the electrical stuff. So far, never had to use it, and I don't want to. Now these do have a gauge on them, so you can tell whether they're still good or not. Obviously, if they're not good, replace them. Doesn't matter what it costs. Get some of these. Right, the next thing, just in case you get cut or sting or anything like that, first aid kit. Get them anywhere. Most of this stuff we got off Amazon. quite a comprehensive first aid kit. I mean, I don't know how good them scissors are in there, like they look like children's scissors, but you never know. But we've got scissors in the drawer anyway. Yeah, so first aid kit as well. Next we are going to talk about tools. We went away up to Scotland like we normally do, and we had a problem with the van. If you go back through the videos you'll be able to see. At the time I didn't have a toolkit, so I was a little bit stuck as to what I could do. I only had a very basic one in the van, which was pretty useless really. So we had to go to a garage. Anyway, since then I've bought a toolkit. It's not a small toolkit. It's a freaking big one. And it's got everything in it. Well, everything that I need in it anyway. Now it's metric, so that helps, being a modern van. But yeah, it's got everything in that I need, or could need. I also have a pack of screwdrivers. Now if I'd have had this, I would have been able to sort the problem out that I had. Anyway, that stays in the van, doesn't take hardly any room up at all. Next one is another item that we got after being in Scotland the previous year, and that was in winter, snowing, and we came across quite a few cars that had run off the side of the road, and another VW that I tried to help but I couldn't because I didn't have one of these. Now I have one of these. If anybody gets stuck, I'm prepared to help them out. Now this just a little tow rope. Now it comes with metal shackles, which can damage your vehicle. Put that back down there. So along with that, I bought two of these. These are called soft shackles, and they're just as good as the metal shackles, if not better, because these don't damage your vehicle, and you can put them round an axle. If you haven't got a towing eye, you put them round an axle or a subframe, whatever. Now I have used these, and I used the tow rope, and I used it in the last lot of snow that we had. I went for a play in the van in the snow, and there's a hill round us called Beacon Fell, and it does get covered in snow, so we went for a play in the snow. Now a lot of you might say, well, that was stupid, weren't it? Well, it wasn't, because it was having a good job. I did go, because I used that tow rope to tow a car out that had run off the side of the road. So having that in the van helped somebody out. Right, next one. reserve power. Now, reserve power can come in a lot of different ways. Just put that down there for a minute. Now, the first thing that we bought when we got the van was one of these. Now, we've had this for a good few years now, and it's never let us down. I mean, it's a big thing, as you know. EcoFlow. Now, this is EcoFlow Delta. Now, we keep this in the van as a backup power source for if our leisure battery goes down for some strange reason, which before I upgraded to the Fogstar it did, so we needed this. So this has been used to help us out. Now, this has been in the van for well over 12 months. That hasn't been used, and it's still at 92%. So get yourself, not necessarily EcoFlow, there's absolutely loads of them out there, you know. Just pick which one is better for you, for your money, sort your needs out, whatever. That stays underneath the seat, out of the way. The other thing for power, we have one of these little ones. Now, mostly this is used just to charge the phone, but this will help if you're out and about on a walk, you know, in the countryside. Fit in your pocket, charge your phone, charge your camera, anything. So yeah, get a small one. This is Anchor, made by Anchor, which are a good brand. So yeah, get one of them as well. Right, the next thing, which you could use as a power bank as well, but this can also come under tools as well. Now, we've only just got this. In fact, it only arrived yesterday. But if your engine battery dies or it's on its way out, get one of these. Now, I opted for the Norco one because I have the Norco trickle charger that I sometimes use on this van if it's not been used for a few weeks. I also have them on my motorbikes. So I know Norco is a good brand. Now, it wasn't cheap. No, well, some of this stuff isn't cheap. Some of it is, some of it isn't. There's lots of different brands of these as well. Different makes, different manufacturers. Some are cheap, some aren't. This one will do up to a 7 litre petrol engine and a 4.5 litre diesel engine. So it comes with that. You can use it as a power bank as well. So USB out, charge it by USB-C in. So the USB-C is only for charging it. It's USB-A for if you wanted to use it as a power bank. It's got a light on it. so you can use it as a torch, and the other bit is, now you can only put it in one way. Let's see, which is that way. Obviously you connect them to your batteries, positive, negative. I'm hoping I never have to use this, not on this van anyway. But even if you don't use it on your own van, you might be able to jump start somebody else's van. I've also done that in the past, not with this. So this only come yesterday. But I was once at a petrol station round here, and I was in the works van. And in the works van I had a set of jump leads. Now I was filling the van up, and we noticed a motorhome was struggling to start its engine. So I just offered them to give them a lift, see if they could jump start their motorhome and get them on the way again. Now if I'd have had this, it would have been a lot easier, because trying to shunt two vans around in a petrol station car park at forecourt isn't easy. But I got it done. Got the van started. They were on the way. So yeah, definitely get one of them. So something else to have in your van. Definitely one of these Karcher window vac thing. This is a small one. It does what we need it to do. Bought a cable for it off eBay, I think, that you can charge it via the USB sockets, because it comes with a 240 volt charger. Yeah, you can get a cable for it for a USB. So I bought one of them and it just lives in the van. Just charge it whenever. The other thing is collapsible buckets. I've got two of these. This one goes underneath our wastewater pipe. Right, the next thing, and this is what most people are going to have in the van anyway. Now I think you might know this. This is our second one. The first one we can't use anymore, but we found this one and we can use this one. And you guessed it, it's the Ridge Monkey. Everybody needs a Ridge Monkey. Now obviously normal ones can go gas hobs, barbecues, all your usual sort of things, but they can't go on what we use, because we've got an induction hob, and the normal Ridge Monkey you can't use on an induction hob. So this Ridge Monkey is the induction version. So this little beauty can work on the induction hob. It's exactly the same. Well, it's not exactly the same. You get the usual sort of stuff in it. This is the XL. It has the stone, whatever covering it, coating on it. But it's built with the induction plates in the bottom, both sides. So that will work on there, just a treat. Now if you go on Rich Monkey's website, they're not on there. I don't know why. But if you put a search in and put in Ridge Monkey Induction Edition, you'll find them. So we can now have proper toasties again. Yeah, been waiting for one of them to come out, and finally they did. The next one, because we're nearly finished actually. I know it's been dragging on. If you're still watching, thanks, I really appreciate it. And if you've clicked off, well, it's your own fault. Now everybody might have one of these in the van, or they might not. We bought this not long after getting the van, obviously 2023. Get yourself an Atlas, because sometimes you might be somewhere and you lose your phone signal, and if you lose your phone signal and you can't get Google Maps up or any other map system that you use, one of these will help you out. Do it old school, as they would say. But since then, and that is a good thing to have regardless, but this next one, I think everybody should consider getting one of these, because this potentially could save your life, get you out of a sticky situation. Now we're on 3, so when we got this we made sure it was on a different network, and this is a little mobile router. Right, small enough to go in your pocket, so if you go on a hike or a walk somewhere you can take it with you. It's not tethered to the van. We bought this with an external aerial as well, but to be honest that doesn't really do a great lot. I think that's it. We're all done. There are must-haves that live in the van all the time. Now if you've got any must-haves that you keep in the van all the time and they're different than mine, and you think that they're worth sharing with people, put it in the comments. Let us know. Yeah. See you later.